Okay, now in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to take the time, now that you've seen an actual demonstration and you can see the predictability, the unavoidability, and the scalability based on the demo. I'm going to share with you a 15-week game plan that is rooted in mathematical certainty. And this is where every member that joins forces with you completes the 2 SMART steps one time. Now, SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound steps that will make anyone look smarter than money. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. So you're talking about getting started on the standard version of $125, and you're going to pay it forward to 3 friends. It could be a church or a charity in 7 days. Now, this $125, we take and accept over 120 different cryptocurrencies to purchase your 3 $28 tokens that you're going to give forward to 3 friends, and 3 NFTs, which stand for non-fungible tokens that give your 3 friends the digital ownership rights. So not only you're setting your friends up in business or your church or charity or nonprofit, but you're also giving them digital ownership rights. Make sense? So there's no trading, no speculating, nothing, none of that stuff here. And you're going to pay it forward to them within your first 7 days one time. We're willing to do the same one time. It's so important that you allow that one time to hit you like a ton of bricks. This is not something that you have to do next week, next month, next year. One time is what's asked of every member that joins forces with us around the world, and we're building a global network. Okay, so when you do that, you're going to receive $35, right? Now, at this moment in time, your 28-day, $28 subscription is covered because $35 is more than 28. All right. Now, let's go to week number 2. Your 3 friends duplicate and activate 3 accounts by giving 3 of their friends a $28 token in their first 7 days. Once again, one time. They're going to receive $35 predictably, just as you did. But now you're going to receive $47, all right, in residual cash flow because of them setting up and funding 3 accounts. So there's a $12 difference. I want this to really resonate with you because it's at this moment in time that you begin to understand the innate nature of this project and the smart wallet. It's not that you're going to retire now because you're making $47 every 28 days residually. That's not what it is, a $12 increase from the previous week. So you're not going to write home. You're not going to jump up and down per se because you're going to retire. But I want you to look at how you got that $12 increase. You got that $12 increase residually, independent of your physical labor or involvement. I want that to really resonate with you, because if you understand that, now you begin to see the magic of the SMART 2 steps. And so this is the unavoidability in income. The predictability is everyone gets that $35 by setting up 3 accounts. The unavoidability comes in where every smart wallet after you is going to pay you, meaning you can't get out of the way of the money if you wanted to, and it's independent of your involvement. Make sense? So this is the first hint of how this becomes very, very magical, okay? I promise you, if you walk down the street and you saw $12 on the street, you'd stop and pick it up, right? So I want you guys to think about that. Now we're going to go on and talk about scalability, because we've gone on and shown you predictability with the $35 when everyone sets up 3 accounts. Then we're showing you the unavoidability when you start receiving the $47 based on your 3 setting up 3 accounts one time. Now we're going to go on to scalability, meaning your income is going to continue to grow based on everyone completing the 2 SMART steps one time. So let's go ahead and go to week 3. Their 3 friends continues to duplicate, and you are now receiving $96 residually, and you're starting to see a perfect pattern because your friends are receiving too. So their friends receive $35. Your friend is now up to $47, and guess what? They have the exact same experience you had. They began to see the innate nature of that $12 increase the very next week, independent of their involvement, showing them the unavoidability of the residual cash flow. And while you're scaling, make sense? Week 4, your cooperative continues to duplicate and grow, and you're now receiving $258 residually. So now at this point, your $28 28-day, $28 subscription is deducted from your co-op wallet automatically. You're not going in your pocket anymore. The smart wallet keeps you in the game. It takes your monthly subscription independent of your involvement. So now your friends are at 96. They're beginning to understand scalability. And now their friends are at 47, just like you were and your friends were the previous week. They begin to understand the unavoidability of this, right? So I hope you guys are starting to see a pattern here why we're so obsessed and excited about this, because no one gets left behind. Week 5, you're at $987. 5 weeks in, that's close to $1,000. Now at this point, you have enough residual deposits that you're going to be automatically upgraded to our 10X. And that's just going to turbocharge your scalable residual cash flow. Your income begins to increase tenfold. Your friends are at 258. Their friends are at 96, experiencing scalable residual cash flow. Week 6, all right, you're at $2,360 residually. Now, this is a major milestone because this can now cover a major monthly bill. I know people in the Midwestern part of the United States of America, $2,360 can cover their mortgage payment. Imagine being able to help your friends, your family members, your coworkers, people that you worship with, cover their mortgage payment, which is typically people's largest monthly bill, for the rest of their lives, 6 weeks in this scenario. And your cooperative and income are still growing, though, because there are people that are still completing the 2 smart steps. How many times? 1 time. Week 7, you're now at receiving a total of $5,242 residually. Now, according to U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, this is higher than the average monthly income of U.S. citizens. But your cooperative and income are still growing. Week 8, you're up to $13,423 in residual cash flow. All right, this is with mathematical certainty. Now, you're noticing how your 3 friends are just 1 week behind you in predictable and scalable residual income. See, this is why we're so excited, because that's the way the cooperative income system works. No one gets left behind. There is no saturation point here, okay? Week 9, you're up to $48,298 in residual. Now it's growing very, very nicely. But let me remind you that you've done absolutely nothing personally since week 1. Neither has your friends or their friends. They've done nothing more since their very first week, because everyone's executing this simple 2 steps. How many times? 1 time. Week 10, you're up to $193,688 residually. Now you're talking about having your outstanding debt paid off. You're now debt-free and stress-free. You can breathe a little bit easier. That's what it's all about. Week 11, you're over $1 million. Now, I know it's starting to get a little bit ridiculous. Maybe you can't even wrap your mind around it, but understand this. This is the power of compounding interest. Einstein said it best. It's the 8th wonder of the world. And the key to compounding is to never interrupt it. There's an analogy out here, and you can look it up for yourself. Would you rather receive $1 million in 30 days or a penny doubled every day? Let me tell you something. If you chose the penny doubled every day, even though it seems smaller than that $1 million, at the end of 30 days, you're at over $5.3 million. The same rule applies here, as everyone's completing the 2 smart steps 1 time. Simply giving people an activation token, 3 people, which requires no skill set whatsoever, and them cooperatively receiving it, which requires no skill set whatsoever, and duplicating that process. So your bonuses are starting to kick in here in week 11. Week 12, you're still over $1 million. Now, at this point, you're debt-free, stress-free, and you're financially free, but your 3 friends are too. I mean, there's nothing greater than being able to become wealthy with your favorite people, traveling around the world, being on the beaches of the world, making a difference in your community, your favorite charities, whatever the case may be. But check this out, your income journey is still not finished. Week 13, you're at $1.4 million. But what's powerful about it is that you're still only 9% of what you can receive in this particular project every 28 days by completing the 2 smart steps 1 time, and your cooperative members cooperating and doing the exact same thing that requires no skill set. Week 14, you're at $2.7 million. So you, your team, and their team are feeling pretty doggone excited as you're sailing through week 14, receiving huge residual incomes. There's never been anything that works and behaves in this way. And I hope you're starting to getting the picture of why we're so obsessed and why we're going to change the world. This is going to be the most widely distributed digital asset in human history. Week 15, this is where it kicks in. You're at $10.7 million every 28 days. Now check this out. You need to really comprehend this. In week 1, you set up 3 friends with a co-op wallet and you receive $35, and that covered right there your monthly $28 subscription. During the last 14 weeks, you personally have not done anything, but your residual income has grown to $10.7 million. This is residually every 28 days. Your friends are 1 week behind you and their friends 1 week behind them. All you have to do is just get in line and execute cooperatively these 2 smart steps that require absolutely no skill set. This is paint by numbers simple. So if you're ready to become smarter than money, we want to encourage you to take the next step. Go ahead and go down and get your free account opened up. Take it for a test drive yourself. Reconnect with the person that invited you here. Join forces with us as we change people's lives all around the world. And as we end all of our presentations and trainings, we won't just see you at the top. We look forward to seeing you over the top. Take care and God bless.